The South African Bike Festival is the country's leading motorcycling, music and lifestyle festival, and it attracted thousands of bike fans to Kyalami racetrack north of Johannesburg recently. Powered by Discovery Channel, the second edition of the festival took place over 3 days and was a motorbike fundi's dream. One of the showstoppers at the festival was the first round of the three-leg Monster Energy Ramp Rodeo Invitational. The country's top 20 BMX and skate athletes went head-to-head in a jam-style format, with cash and the title of Ramp Champ and Best Trick up for grabs.
The cool thing about action sports is it's such a community within the sport. So anywhere you go in the world, you meet someone that's a fellow bicycle rider, skater, FMX rider. You're immediately a friend of that person. You push each other. The cool thing, it brought everyone together for different sports. It was just a great weekend all around.
Yeah, exactly. Action sports. What OSP Rampworks tries to do is set up cool little setups and get all the community together. We get the skateboarders, we get the BMX, we get the freestyle guys together. You know, they don't always get together. So this type of operation, this type of event is really rad because the guys all get together from all over the country and have a great time.
Monster Energy also brought a spectacle of death-defying tricks, jumps and stunts in 3 spectacular evening performances of Flight Night. 3 of the best freestyle motocross daredevils produced a thrilling show. American FMX legend Jimmy Hill was joined by 2 local elite riders, Alistair Sayer and Jungle Rush's Dalla Goldman. All 3 compete in the sport's leading marquee events like Nitro Games, Kings of Dirt and the X Games. So what is FMX all about?
This is a freestyle demonstration, an FMX demo. So this is just us hitting a ramp at about 21 meters. And we do all sorts of different tricks, right side up, and then we'll eventually work our way up to doing backflips and stuff. And so this is just one ramp setup. We also have freestyle contests where we have multiple ramps, multiple obstacles, very similar to like BMX. And so after you have FMX contests, the other form is free riding, and that's going out into the hills, the natural terrain, and building jumps, and pretty much is just self-expression. And that, in my opinion, freeriding is the funnest. This is good for show, but freeriding definitely is the best for fun.
It's always cool to come home, you know, this is a special thing. Just being able to ride at home, and also you feel kind of proud as well in many ways, because we do go and fly the flag over there when you come home. You do kind of feel, even if it's not reciprocated, you do feel a touch more pride when you ride at home, Basically, I mean, this is a portable freestyle motocross setup, you can check, and basically what we do is we replicate like a dirt setup. You know, that's our routes would be jumping, dirt takeoff to dirt landing, maybe out in the hills, or most of us all grew up racing motocross, so that's the actual route. We just replicate it, and we're able to bring freestyle motocross, which is obviously, it's pretty much, I'd say, maybe a version of sort of freestyle BMX actually that went onto motocross bike. We're just able to showcase that to the world, jumping off our bikes, hanging off seats, doing backflips on motocross bikes, trying to get the crowd pumped.
I do this for the fans, my man. I do it because it feels good too. Like, it feels good to go out there and ride and shut off and just zone out. But yeah, dude, I ride for the fans. If it wasn't for the fans, none of this would be possible, and it makes it all worth it when you have people coming up to you afterwards telling you how excited they were to watch and stuff. And I really I much appreciate all the fans out there. So.
Alistair Sayer was born in Namibia, but it was in the bushveld of Botswana that he cut his teeth on a motocross bike. Red Bull X-Fighter star Alistair set a world step-up record in 2010. In what is the FMX equivalent of pole vault, Alistair cleared 11 meters at an event in the Czech Republic. So, who better to enlighten us to the dangers of the sport than Alistair?
Definitely, a lot of preparation. I mean, years of obviously trial and error, getting stuff right. Also having to face it. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, when you do have to face your fears, that many times you do get a bit more accustomed to facing them. It doesn't take away the fact that you're still nervous and you realize the risks. But just by doing it, more and more, and how many times we've kind of got used to the mental preparation to make sure that whatever you do go for, and you try and land it, because you can't really afford to mess up.
At the age of 33, Alistair is in the prime of his career. He's tasted success in the X Games, having won bronze in the whip contest in Dubai, but he has higher ambitions in the sport.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to pull through for Nitro Circus this year, so I'm hoping to get X Games. I really need to try and go get that gold medal. It's got away from me for a good few years. I'd love to break the record again. So I'm hoping to push forward to that. I've got a lot of Masters of Dirt shows coming up. And just getting the park at my freestyle park, get the facility open to the public for South Africans if they want a place to learn. I've got a facility where you can literally train from. You've got to know how to ride a bike at least, be able to ride motocross, but there's a facility which is open to the public, and you can ride up to the highest levels in the world. I'm almost I'm close to finishing my foam pit, which is vital for me to go and carry on the career and just keep pushing forward.
I want to make it out here with a filmer, actually, and come do some exploring with Alistair. And what I just mentioned, free riding, I would like to do some of that out here. And I would like to bring a filmer and get some of the locals involved and show like the rest of the world, or at least the United States scene, that it's global, that free riding is global, and that I'd like to grow that and show, because this is very hard to relate to a lot of kids, a ramp setup. But free riding, it's very similar to motocross. And yeah, that's my plan. Hopefully I can make it back out and explore a little bit more on my motorcycle and have a great old time, man.
The overwhelmingly positive reaction to the second South African Bike Festival suggests that it is here to stay for many years to come.